It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner, with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think this is going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. Able to complete this one to McLeod. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers. Now remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain with another 1st and 10.
Garoppolo on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they have taken the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Finding space at the 40.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have reached.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Takes it at the 7. The Seahawk offense set.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. There's the stiff arm. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ray McLeod. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And right side, they're going to go option here. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. White.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go.
Now first and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, McCaffrey. 163 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the Knights go.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He stiff arms him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jimmy Garoppolo with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go, here we go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. He's got the first down and more than that. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the foot. Fourth quarter, Charles, and I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before.
There he goes, right side. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the 49ers, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
It's Madden NFL 23, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the 49ers and the Commanders next on Madden Football.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop on the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown 49ers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And
the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first 10.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert.
Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the...
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game? The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Garoppolo again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got room. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, 49ers.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, They count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they're certainly operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work there. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Here we go, here we go.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly want to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here we go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Room here to run. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but
the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Here we go.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Dances by him. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drive,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
and things have...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Able to slither by.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it.
Throwing here to Kittle yet again. Caught. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And, frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looking to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for San Francisco, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Raiders.
After an excellent punt, this offense. Spot down inside their own 5.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And some room to run now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. His 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are off to a 14-0 1st quarter lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds Tyler Kroft. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Stiff-armed him. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So, Charles, here for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This has happened. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because...
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. This is McCaffrey on the give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they're likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a...
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Nifty footwork at the 45. He finds some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
McCaffrey. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Here we go.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Niners are closing in on that 16-0. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the grab by Croft.
He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the 49ers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Here we go.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
5 yards remain on second down.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
21.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Uses the stiff arm. And out of bounds
Downs all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humped.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Niners,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.